Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FSEconomy with me, Herd37. So our last flight, we went from Buffalo 9G0 to Youngstown KYNG, and you saw it that at the end of the last episode, there's actually people going from KYNG right on back to Buffalo. So that's the flight we're going to be doing today. We'll fly, I guess, in the same plane. I'll try and remember what livery that was. Doesn't really matter what the outside looks like, but I'll try and do that one again. We need to go, well, probably could do it from right there. Go over to my flight. Go over to, because we got to refuel it. Okay, so I think, Riverhawk, man, that's the people we used last time. It's a little bit cheaper. And I think last time we put it up to 125 gallons. So we'll go ahead and move that to 125 again. Because we still had 5 left. What was that? 50 left? Something like that. So, that should be more than enough to get there. Man, that landing is going to be tough. We took off from there barely. Got over those trees. So, Youngstown Symphony Orchestra violist, one guy looking for work. Kingston Golf Club golfer. Youngstown State University student, another symphony guy. What is that? Mahoning County resident, one Riverhawk Aviation Charter, another one from them, another golf clubber, and another symphony person. All right. Works for me. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get in the plane. All right, everybody, here we are at the plane. I'm not sure if that's the same livery or not. Just notice it's got like a... Whoa. Old school. Like cables. Can't be. Could it? Is that just for That's just for stabilization of the tail or something. Kind of odd. Just happened to notice that. FSEconomy, Beechcraft King Air 200. Over there at Youngstown. We'll start our flight then. Oh, it moved our fuel. That's awesome. Alright, full screen it. Alright, so we gotta start her up again manually. I had to turn it off again. Go ahead. That was already up. Alright, so it didn't turn the battery off yet. Alright, now the battery can go on. Gen 2, I'm gonna turn on the recognition light. Have recognition. So there's the fuel pump. Arm it. One, alright. That in like a low idle. Go ahead and move that on up. Turn off the starter, the fuel pump. And for the left, fuel pump. Stutter. Put that into a low idle. Whoa, move back. There we go. Move that on up. Start can come off. Fuel pump comes off. I should have turned that generator on already. Avionics power. Bleed air. Move those to 100%. These on. Hit up ATC, because we need to get on out of here. We're gonna go, say, to the east. It's northeast.
Youngstown ground, Beech, November 7476 Romeo with Golf. Request taxi for takeoff, east departure. Beech, November 7476
Runway
Romeo.
14. That's where we came in.
Using taxiway Juliet Hotel. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready.
Inverter knowledge or taxi clearance? Progressive taxi. Make sure I got everything on that we need.
Beech 76
So I know we need
Romeo.
pitot heat. Turn the prop heat to auto. Going up to 8,500. Yeah, that landings could be a little tricky. So we're gonna have to come down kind of quick. Although we don't need as much runway to stop as we did to take off. But still, it's not gonna be fun. Turn it to 144. So runway heading. CDI to GPS. Turn on our taxi light. Bring back the yoke. I guess we should push back a little bit. I don't think we could turn before that. But our runway is going to be right over there. Although 144, it says it's coming back this way. Odd. Alright. Stop our pushback. Taxi light is on. I'm gonna go ahead and set the flaps. Oh, that's because we're not necessarily parked at the same place. That's right. Okay. Didn't even think about that. Just when you restart the flight, we moved. Just barely. I think we were right over there, maybe. Okay, but this is our runway, so we will need to taxi it out at least a little ways. Looks like there's not quite enough room to take off if we just turn onto the runway right there. Come on, plane. She's really kind of fickle about how much the whole thrust and everything. You get off just a little bit and she really wants to slow down on the taxi. Come on now. Getting ridiculous. Shouldn't have to put that much thrust into you. Although I guess we are kind of heavy. Just passenger weight. We don't have a bunch of fuel or anything. Alright, we're going to cross this runway. Stop right here. This is the end. Well, there's too much thrust. Then you pull back a little bit and she immediately wants to slow down. This plane. Fickle. It's kind of like the DC-8, the TriStar a little bit. Probably take the next. I'll go down 2 taxiways, although that's almost the entire runway. In fact, I think we actually parked right over here because I don't remember. We didn't ever cross a runway or anything. Yeah, so we'll go to the next one. Yeah, that's where we parked, right over there. I'm gonna hit up the tower. This thing, it doesn't even want to taxi straight. It's going off to the left. Wow, so I think we're gonna end up going down to like the end of the runway. Or at least damn close. Is there a taxiway right here? There is actually a taxiway right here. So we'll take this one. And I'm having a hell of a time staying on this line. It's all over the place. Should be enough. Enough room. Let's see if she'll pop up for the clearance. There we go. Request clearance.
Youngstown Tower, Beech, November 7476 Romeo, ready at runway 14, departure to the east. Beech, November 7476 Romeo, cleared for takeoff, runway 14, east departure approved.
Alright, acknowledge
Cleared
that.
for takeoff, runway
Do this here
14,
for a second.
76
Landing
Romeo.
lights, strobe. Bring that back. Alright, we're good. Reset my view. Onto the runway, we'll just do a rolling takeoff. Don't have a ton of room, but enough. Airspeed is alive. Go ahead and rotate. Alright, gears coming up. Man, she's getting really slippery at this airport. Just wind and everything. Go ahead and retract the flaps. Go ahead and roll out to the left.
Beech 76 Romeo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Climbing a little steep there. Put the nose down a little bit. Alright. Still trimmer down here. Don't know why the nose wants to get so high up. I'm going to pull back on the thrust a little bit as well. Bring up the autopilot panel. Autopilot, yaw damper. We'll hit nav. We've already got it on GPS. Like I said, 8,500. We'll climb at 700 feet a minute. I will go to 800. This thing can climb even better than that, but this will put it right now. And like I said, we're going to go to 8,500 feet. Man, those engines sound so quiet, but when you go outside, loud as can be. What a difference. It's kind of... wow. Pull back on the thrust just a little bit more. I'm just a little worried about our fuel situation. We had, what, 25 pounds left or something like that? So we used about 100 last time. Something like that. So I'm slightly worried. But we should be fine. I worry a lot. I don't know why. We've moved this down here and resize it a little bit. I gotta move it up to resize it. Maybe there we go. This is a little big. 123 miles there, 39 minutes. Let's see, I don't know if that's kind of weird that pops that up. It's a different panel. Ground speed 186, 122 miles. The 90 go. See, it doesn't list the wind speed, does it? I don't see anything that tells you wind speed. I don't know if this one... I guess this one doesn't have that. I'll tell you, on that last landing, we were getting knocked around. Is that 048? Right, 049. Just put that in. I'm gonna increase the thrust a little bit. We're going a little slow here, although we are climbing. Hit that taxi light and turn that off. So we're 119 miles out. We're gonna, like I said, 8,500 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up for just a little bit, and be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down. We're about 28-ish miles out. So we'll start getting set up here. I think we can go runway 6. Or no, I guess it would... 6 is basically straight in. Let's see here. 9GO. Should be a little further back. Might not even show up yet. To wait a little bit on KYNG. There we go, Buffalo 9GO, turn to the traffic, runway for landing. And we got 6 and 24, we're basically going straight into 6 here, so we'll just take runway 6. Full stop landing, and that's our position.
Niner Golf 0, traffic, Beech, November 7476, Romeo is 26 miles southwest, 8,500, inbound to land, runway 6.
Right now I'm going to guess that there's, I don't know if there's going to be anything in there or not. Yeah, VOR for 24. I don't care about that. I do, however, want to know the elevation of the airport. So go up here to the map and check her out. 670. And it doesn't have the runway heading, does it? That's alright. We don't need the exact one. Local conditions 1221 at 142. Technically, we need to be going into 24 then. I mean, really, we really do need. Should go. It's only 12 knots, but I don't know. Let's go to 24. Looks like the runway for landing 24. I'll do it all over.
Niner Golf 0 traffic. Beech November 7476 Romeo is 23 miles southwest 8,500 inbound to land runway 24.
And we're gonna go out to the right so we can stay a little bit further away from Buffalo International. Move that over to the right. Heading. What was it? 670 was the. So I'm gonna move to maybe 3,500. Probably don't even need to go. We don't need to be 3,000 feet. That puts it 2,300. Set it for 3,400 because we won't go too far out and around. It's not we're gonna make an ILS approach or anything. So we'll descend at 700 feet a minute. Pull back on the thrust just a little bit, save as much fuel as we can. Still should be pretty good. Yeah, about the same as maybe a little bit extra. But I think we're going with the wind, huh? For the most part, at least. Yeah, coming back to Buffalo, she'll be a little jagged, I guess. Everything's still in the. It drops a little bit. Everything's extremely dense. Tell you what, we'll move us up a little bit as well. The speed. So 3,400 plus about 2,800 above. We could go a little bit lower. This is going to be a little. I think basically either way you go. By the way, landing at this runway, I think the trees are pretty much the same. There's not a whole lot of distance from the trees to the daggone runway. Somebody else got the plane in there. In fact, that's its home. It's home base, so it's got to be able to get it in there fairly easily. I mean, how do you... You saw how hard it was to get it up with 13 people and 25% of fuel. You put much more fuel in there, I don't know how the hell you get that thing up out of there. It was not that easy. Buffalo. Don't know where Buffalo International is. I thought it was over in here. Not for sure though. In fact, it shows it a little bit further up actually. I remember I did a landing video for that. It was pretty fun, actually. I think it was Fly Tampa Airport is what I have. I don't have it installed. It's got the winter textures and everything. You see, we're basically... We need to descend quicker. So we're basically dead east of our airport. Which we might... I don't know if we can see it or not. We'll put it at 1,000. Yeah, I don't see our airport. It might be a little too high, well, to be able to see underneath us. How far away are we? 4 miles? Is that what that says? 6 miles away from it? And actually, if we're landing on runway 24 now, man, I keep using that other way. Because now we can use the VOR 24. This over. Why does that move? That button moves that screen too. Activate the approach. It's kind of odd that that does that. If that's in GPS. We could actually move this. Keep using the heading for a bit. Guess we've got to go out and around so much. Decrease our descent. So I can't move the course really. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm not gonna know what that is. Too much to do. I got my hands full because I'm waiting on this thing to. I need to go ahead and level out so I can do other things. I'm kind of annoyed. Come on, thing. 20 more feet. Does that level automatically level out? That's kind of weird. I didn't know it did that. Because now it's like, alright, so I guess it does. That's kind of weird. I did not know that. It would automatically level itself out. We are on heading, correct? Because I need to move over. Nah, that's not what I want. Yes, we are on heading, so I can move this over. I don't know the exact runway course heading. Select a course, but if I know it's 240, I'll put that, so at least I know I'm close. Alright. That's weird, if I move it like that, like... Nah. Let's go take another look at this. We're about ready to pretty much just to cut over. Cut back on the thrust a little bit, move that to full. Bring this back up. I think we might be a little high for what we to start turning. Man, you can barely see the daggone thing as well. Because I want to be able to see the runway as we come in. It's a short runway. We're not even using ATC. We really should be.
Golf 0 traffic Beech November.
I should have called out when we were coming downwind. Or is it upwind? I never remember. And you can just barely see that thing on that map. It's so short. Still have fuel. That's always a good thing. Got that going for us. There's a really small runway right there. Is that us? Please tell me that's not us. Because it's got the 2 runways, but we're 11 miles out. Or even further. 12 miles out. Alright, so that can't be us. I was going to say, man, we're way too high. Right, that's not us, right? I don't think there's happy lights either. Let me pop this out. I'm gonna put in a little more thrust here. We're really pitched up. That speed was dropping too much, man. We can pretty much go ahead and turn to it. And we're in GPS mode, so if we actually hit nav, it should pretty much bring that in for us. Get us pointed towards it. That's not what I want. Alright, now we'll just set it 200 feet a minute. I'm going to move that to actually 100 because I'm a little uncomfortable with descending right now. I really want to get that runway in sight. Our speed has gone up to way too much though. Yeah, we're 10 miles out. Let me reset my view and move up just a little bit. Bring this back. Pull back on the thrust a little bit. So we get this thing runway in view. .400 feet a minute. 9 miles out. I don't see it. .8 miles out. I feel like we're probably too high. The thing is, I don't see the runway anywhere. Because I don't think that's further than 8 miles out there. I mean, it kind of looks like it. That could be it right there, but is that 7 miles out? It looks like it should be further than 7 miles. Okay, thing, you can stop flashing your messages at me. My God, I know, we're 10 minutes. Yes, 10 miles. I think that's almost got to be it, because I don't know there's anything out here. I don't even see any water out here listed. Yes, I know, 10 minutes away, thing. I don't need to be reminded about that every second. It's just really annoying. It's a pet peeve of mine. I think that's got to be it. 5 miles? Let me see something. Yeah, there's nothing else in between us. Notch of flaps. 4 miles out. Is that really going to be it? I just don't notice anything else that could be. Three miles, huh? Where the hell are you? I know you're covered in trees, but dang. I don't know if we'll have enough fuel to go around. You're only 2 miles away. Although this says you're off to the right. Alright, we're lost. Autopilot, you're coming off. Yaw damper, you're off. It says we're like right over it. Tracking the flat. We're gonna have to cheat and look outside. There it was out to our left, I think. We're gonna have to go back to 6.
Niner Golf 0.
Should have said base leg, maybe?
November 7476 Romeo is 5 miles northeast, 1,700.
5 miles out.
Runway 6.
Man, this is really difficult. I hate these little airports. We're 1 mile out. Man, it is so hard. Have we already gone around it? We've already missed it? Where's the other runway? That may not even be the airport. That can't be ours, because there's only one runway. That's not ours. Here you come up. we're really screwed now. All right, autopilot, you can come back on. Up to 2,400. At 500 feet a minute. Alright. Reset. I'm just really lost, man. I am really freaking lost. Thoroughly. I couldn't see a runway anywhere. Alright. Let's try this again for runway 24.
Niner Golf 0 traffic. Beech November 7476 Romeo is on downwind. Runway 24.
I could have just said going around on that second one, but I was gonna go for 6. So I'm perfect for you wherever airport you are. You're probably 9GS. Alright, we need to slow down a little bit here. See, the thing is, I can't even see it here. Plane, please slow down. See, from the course, it seemed like we were off course. I can see Buffalo off to the side, but I can't see our own freaking runway. See if I hit nav. See, she comes right in here, but I cannot find the runways. Flaps out. We're 7 miles out. So we should be on about this course. Alright, pause it for 1 second. Let's check out the map, because I feel like we're not even coming in the right direction. Didn't know that this was going to be this hard. Alright, so we're actually past Buffalo. So we're actually past Buffalo International. That kind of helps. Because see, what is that airport right there? I think that's what's got me us. I thought that was us. That's another airport right there. So we're 6 miles out. Raise myself up a little bit. Because I thought that was kind of our airport, but this one looks like we do go... We're actually beyond. See, we're actually beyond that. We're up here. I think that's us right there. I think we just didn't go far enough or something. That feels like us right there. Slow down our airspeed a little bit, because I've got flaps out 1 notch. This place is just really compact with all kinds of stuff. Alright, that's us right there. I'm just going to hit that 1,000 times. Shut up. I see that. This might be our last shot. Well, it's going to be our last shot. We don't have any fuel for anything else. We're actually retract the flaps. We don't need that drag on us right now. We're 3 miles out. Send it at 100 feet a minute. See, 2 miles out. By that, it seems like we're so far out, because we're not even to Buffalo International yet. That's got to be to that waypoint. Right? I think that's what screwed us up, is to that waypoint. But what waypoint is that? See, that's what got me. Alright. Yeah, that's why I thought, are we right over it? And that could be our airport. Hell's bells, man. So that kind of sucked, because it's already got us that we've already done it. I guess I should have reactivated it or something. There we are. Yaw damper, you're off. We're way too high. Full flaps. I was afraid we're going to be too high. Let's get down right now. We don't have any fuel to screw around. A little more thrust now, so we can't get that speed too far down. Alright, there they come. I was like, are we out of fuel? Because I didn't hear anything spooling up. Yeah, we don't have any fuel to be messing around. Man, those trees make this so touchy. Careful with this speed. A little more thrust, because I'm afraid that we're gonna I'm dropping down too quick. We put trees right at the end of their runways. Both runways, by the way. We did call out final, right? Yes. See how you gotta dive down? It's ridiculous. Right over those trees. We're off to the right. Oh, we came down hard. I think we got a little too slow there. We came down quite hard. Air hauler would not have approved of that landing. Alright, let me make sure I'm not sure of our parking area. This one's right over here. Alright. Not the best idea to park on a runway, but wasn't too sure. Yeah, I think I ended up getting a little too slow because I cut the throttles back. As we were so over those trees, and I think I ended up getting a little. I don't know if our speed dropped too much or if I just didn't quite flare enough, but we came down pretty daggone hard. So I just wanted to make sure we actually got our stop in plenty of time and everything. I wasn't too worried about that. I was worried about just getting down onto the runway because of those trees. And we were lost, and all kinds of bad stuff just happened. Alright. Stop right here. Clear the runway.
Golf, 0 traffic, Beech,
Landing lights, strobe.
6 Romeo is clear of the runway.
Parking is over here. My taxi light's off, isn't it? Turn. There we go. Sometimes my hands are just a little too full. Yeah, I just don't know why those trees are there, man. We need that full. You need a full runway for takeoff. That's for damn sure. I guess it's alright for landing. I was a little worried. I got us down a little too soon. Although I have no knowledge really of the airport of ever landing here, so that's not that easy. Alright, stopping here. Park and brake. Alright, so FSEconomy knows we're here. go ahead and cut the fuel. Shut off the avionics. Everything's shutting off. Beacon, nav, taxi, generators, battery. Well, that matters, but let's go over and to FSEconomy and we'll get paid. Alright, here we are. Go ahead and refresh this, make sure. Yeah, there it is. Alright, let's go over to the log. Yeah, we earned a lot more, didn't we? Like, what was that, 2,600 more? Alright, income 9,669. We rented the airplane for an hour 9 minutes at $599 an hour, so it cost us $689.18. We used $305.49 in fuel. Ground crew was only $966.90 this time, and the booking was $1,063.59. So our expenses there were $2,335.98. Since most we got our money back to $1951.83, so our income was $85.95.66. Yeah, so a lot better. Even though I don't think we brought as many people either. Alright, let's go over to the bank and put her in. 85, it's not clicked. 85.95, 67. Sweet. So we're to 109,136. So what we save even 150, I think, to buy the cheapest plane here in the U.S. That's kind of sweet. So hopefully it's not too far off. Maybe we'll get our first plane, man. That would be so great. All right. You know, we could set up a group. So we got my groups. There are. Let's see all groups. See what there is. Join today for 60% pilot pay. New business taking place in Brazil. Fly me to the moon. Wonder if it even lists how many groups there are. Alright. I think I will probably put up a group and maybe do an episode on that. Just telling you what the group is and everything if you want to join. Because I know people have wanted to do that. And I did want to create a group. I was going to wait till I get another plane, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do it before that. Although we only need $40,000 until we get our... So we might just wait on it. But anyway, that will be it for this episode, everybody. I hope y'all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.